games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time we team
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to our QPR Career Mode. Up a couple of days later than normal, but as I said in the video that happened on Tuesday, this might end up being the norm and this being uploaded on Thursday. It will still happen once a week, I promise you that much, but it might be that the day moves. But regardless, today we go into what is going to be probably quite a busy old episode. We've got our game against Watford, then we have Marseille, which will definitely play this first leg, then we have the game against Leicester, and at the very least we'll definitely finish this second game against Marseille, so we'll know if we go through into the next round of the Europa League, which it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. These two are some very, very, very tough games, but hopefully can be games that we see ourselves through as we potentially progress into the next round of the European competition. So that'll be quite nice. But obviously our first game against Watford is a game I think near a team nearer the bottom of the table, and then obviously Leicester, a team that I think again are struggling just a little bit for maybe what you would expect of Leicester, at least IRL. They're down in 11th right now, and Burnley up in 8th, which is mental. But obviously, as I said, we have got Watford, who are right down in the mix of things, in the thick of it right now, not looking good at the bottom of the table. But regardless, we're going to go into today's episode still being optimistic that we can really push these teams above us, but also still being very cautious of the fact that we can slip up at the blink of an eye. So regardless, I'll get into today's episode. I'll get stuff started. I don't know if we have anything youth-wise to look at, so I'm probably going to set up another youth system, so I'll do that, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, I've managed to get a 5-star scout, which is pretty sick. So I've picked him up, and we're going to send him off to England for 3 months. See if we can maybe find some more young talent. That'd be great. So yeah, that's a thing. 5-star, 5-star. Very happy. Okay, so I've got the team ready for our game against Watford. So I have rotated just a couple of people, but not necessarily to massively weaken the side. You could argue Lamb coming in at left back, it's maybe a bit ambitious, but regardless, he's in at left back. Webster, Dickey and Ludwig are finishing off the back four in front of Ramsdale in net. Amos and Chalabar in the CDM spots. Harrison actually going to start today, give him hopefully at least 90 minutes. We've got a whole week for resting and stuff, so I'll maybe bring on Bright if we need to, but he might come on at Cam for Pepe Ars or at right mid for Ellis. Todd and Lyndon Dykes will lead the line. So let's get into it. Hopefully we can come through today with 3 points is what we would expect, but 5 at the back, you'd love to see it. Not. Okay, here we are at Vicarage Road. Going to be a tricky old game against Watford. Looking forward to it, but I have to say very quickly, there might be no game sound. So if you can still hear NCS music, it's because for some reason the Elgato doesn't seem to be picking up audio. I'm not entirely sure why, but I've tried to fix it. I've tried a quick reset and everything. It doesn't seem to be picking it up. So apologies if you guys can't hear the game audio. But regardless, hopefully we can come away today with 3 very important points. I'm not entirely sure why it's showing as Arsenal, as this is a game between Watford and QPR. But we will ignore that, I think, apparently. But regardless, let's see how we can do. Let's see if we can pick up 3 very important and probably 3 expected points. But we can't underestimate anyone. We've done it before and it bit us in the backside. Come on, you Oz. Ball into Pepe Ars here. Pepe Ars now. Going to have to look out wide. He's going to play it out to Harrison. Does just about find him. Gives him a lot of work to do, though. He's going to play it across to Chalabar. Down to Pepe Ars. We're going to try and set away Lyndon. He's going to try and play it into Harrison, but that was a poor pass. Ball here with Lyndon. Going to try and set it out to Harrison. The defender tries to get in there, but isn't going to get there quick enough. Harrison now on this ball. He's going to dink it up into the air. Up to Lyndon. Lyndon with the header, but he heads it just wide across the face of the goal. Not quite good enough, but we're getting better. We're making chances. I got the ball forward here. That's a good attempt at the ball in. Dickey is going to get away, but Amos is going to lose it on the edge of the box. Amos is... oh, he's just going to miss out there. I thought he was just going to win it back, but he hasn't. Good save yet again from Ramsdale. Success taking the shot, but Ramsdale down equal to it. First proper decent chance of the game for either side, really. And it does go Watford's way, so we've got to be careful. Again, like, we can't treat this as just a breeze and a walk in the park, because it isn't that. That's a good ball through there. Oh, Dickey has been beat, as has Ludwig and as has Ramsdale. And 5th against 20th, and 20th take the lead there in what is a sloppy bit of defending. A poor, poor goal to concede. It's a really good through ball there. There I should have won it. I didn't. Ludwig got the wrong side of the man, and that's an easy goal. I'm not entirely sure who it was who scored it. It's DePaul. Oh, there we go. DePaul with the goal. And now we've given ourselves all the work to do. 1-0 down. And not been good enough. Pepe Ars going to try and set away Lyndon. Lyndon with a good first touch to take it past 1. Takes it past the second. Strikes in his left, but scuffs it. And it goes wide of the goal. Well, there we go. Half time, and not good enough, honestly. Not good enough at all. We are going to go for some changes for sure in that second half. We're going to go to the 4-1-2-1-2 wide. Have a cam and have 2 strikers up there. Just really give ourselves the best chances we can to make sure that we're trying to get back into this. Because so far, as I said, this first half, we have not been good enough at all. So we're going to be playing this 4-2-3-1 here. Actually, no, I'm sticking to our words. We're going with a 4-1-2-1-2 wide. That's what we're going to do. I'll probably make a change. I'm not entirely sure who I'm going to bring on yet, but I'll have a little workout as to what I'm going to do. As and when I've decided that, I'll let you guys know. Okay, Obafemi has made his way on. Chalobah's gone off, so we're in this 4-1-2-1-2 wide now, and that's a great start in it. Fantastic. Awesome. That's a good ball over the top there. Janmat picks that ball up. Lam is the man to try and meet him. Doesn't quite get there. Thankfully, Ludwig wins that header, and we have a chance to bring this away. That was honestly a problematic chance for us there, and Ellis Todd has run it off the pitch. And I'm going to, you know what? 55 minutes in, we are going to make a change straight away. I know it seems like I'm like hitting the panic button, but I'm not. And wait, I didn't put Bright on the bench. I didn't put Bright Asai Samuel on the bench. Well, we're going to bring on Ilias anyway. We're going to bring on fresh legs at cam. And I'm going to sort out the tactics, and then we'll crack on. But I'm actually so annoyed at myself. I'm so annoyed at myself. I've played it inside here. Got to be careful. Dickey isn't going to get there first. And there is another good effort. That is off the post there from the Watford man. And Ramsdale comes to our aid yet again. Doesn't quite get that first one. That flick there over Lam is actually outrageous behaviour. But Ramsdale gets to that second shot very well. And my God, he needed to. But we have not been good enough. We just haven't offered enough in the attack. Even with going to 2 up front, we've just not broken their 5 at the back. Recently, we haven't minded playing 5 at the back. But today, we just haven't done enough against them. We haven't been able to break through a very tricky back line. But Chair here, going to try and set away Obafemi. Can the 2 substitutions meet up? Not quite there. They are going to play it back to Forster, and he's going to get rid. But not Forster, Foster, sorry. But just not been good enough. Honestly, we've just not played well. Oh, we're not good enough. We're just not good enough. This is not what we needed at all. We're in that push to try and get into that top 4. Only a point behind teams above us. And we're 2-0 down against bottom of the table. It's not good enough. Delafeo, given time, given space, and we just didn't get the ball off them. And that is poor. Poor display from us. I'm not just gutted, I'm genuinely a bit embarrassed. I won't lie to you. This is terrible from us. Terrible. Again, they've got this ball out wide, and again, they're going to get it in there, and that is an own goal. Oh, Ludwig, you absolute prat. Well, fantastic. Instead of being embarrassed at 1-0, embarrassed at 2-0, it's an absolute stupid mistake, and now we're 3-0 down. Great. Ball here to Linden. Lyndon Dykes is going to try and salvage something. It's a lovely strike. It's a lovely goal. But at 3-1 down, I think it's a little bit too little, too late. So Linden gets himself the goal, but it's not been good enough. 85 minutes in to get our first goal and conceding 3 in that time. Nah. Ellis Todd going to try and set away Obafemi. Good step in there from the defender. If we'd got a second then, it still, in my opinion, probably would have been too little too late. But that could have potentially given us hope for the last couple of minutes. But as you can see, they're getting the ball and they're bringing it forward so well. They're just playing it round us. Jeez, Ludwig, good step in there. I have to say that would have been a 4th. There's no 2 ways about it. But the 5 at the back today has been our downfall. We haven't been able to break through this 5 at the back. And then we've made plenty of mistakes to concede ourselves. It's not been good enough. That's going to be full time there, surely, from the ref. It is 3-1 against bottom of the table. Just poor, honestly. Just absolutely poor. Not good enough. Didn't show up today. And I'm genuinely gutted. I'm genuinely gutted that we played that badly. But, mate, what do you expect? Look, outplayed. Absolutely outplayed. Not good enough. Well, we wanted to go into this game in the Europa League having, you know, a good bit of form, but we're going in off the back of a terrible bit of form and honestly just, you know, a really bad defeat to take. It was a really bad loss to have got. The other games haven't played just yet, so I am just going to sim forward a day and, you know, just see what the other games are saying, what the other games have, you know, what's happened, the scorelines, etc., and what that means for us. Because again, we were a point off of the teams above us, They still haven't played. Okay, so Spurs and City haven't played. United played and won. Okay, so it's not looking fantastic for us. I will be honest with you. We've bottled that. I'm not happy. We're 4 points behind now. 4 points behind, basically, if they get their win. So it is what it is. Anyway, a week's worth of training, a week's worth of rest, and then we take on Marseille. That's what we focus on now. Okay, so plenty of rotation, mainly because, obviously, it is Europa League. I do rotate in the Europa League. Yes, we're still against some very good sides. Yes, it's still Ultimate, so the teams are going to be fantastic anyway. But I think, honestly, we needed a bit of rotation anyway after that poor display. So Schmeichel's going to make his way into the goal. Obviously, he is our cup competition keeper. So he'll be our keeper all the way up until the final if we get there of the Europa League. Anyway, Hamilada makes his way back in. Carter Vickers, Ozzy and Fisher finish off the back line. Agu replaces Amos. Harrison keeps his place. Ilias Chair and Obafemi are both starting because they are by far our best players in this competition. They just do bits in the Europa League for us. And then Bright is there to add a bit of class to this team for this game because honestly, it's a nice rotated side, but we need to wake up here. We need a good result. Well, here we are away in Europe up against Olympique Marseille in the Europa League. We've got this far, boys. I'm proud of where the boys have got to. I'm really happy with how we're doing this season, obviously. So hopefully we can just, you know, not make a fool of ourselves, show that we do deserve to be in this competition. Obviously getting there slightly on merit at first, obviously after winning the cup, rather than getting there in a league position. But with where we are now in the actual league, it looks like we're showing good of it. So going to be a tricky game, but hopefully one that we can power through. And again, we can earn our spot in the next round. Harrison plays it into Obafemi. Obafemi going to turn. Sees Ilias Chair. Much better play here. Ilias Chair going to power us through there. 1-0 up against Steve Mandanda. He finds the back of the net. And that is lovely, lovely stuff from Ilias. That was a really nice bit of play. As I said in the build-up to this, Obafemi and Ilias are just playing so well. So well in this competition together. They just seem to be doing the business, which is great to see. Because, you know, you need players. You need players to play like that, to get those results that you expect in these games and have that little bit of chemistry. And boy, do these two have it, because yet again, one is providing for the other. 7 goals in the Europa League so far for Ilias. I'm chuffed for him, man. But 9 minutes in, we take the lead. That's much more like it. Right, so Samuel plays it forward into Obafemi. Obafemi's going to lay it back here to Ilias. Back into Obafemi. Going to play it down to Harrison. Harrison on his left foot makes it 2. Quick goals here. 15 minutes in and we get the second. This is better. I don't know why we couldn't do this against Watford. The 5 at the back possibly a part of it, but we were just bad all over the pitch in that last game. But today, the game against Marseille, we've stepped it up in the in the European scene. We're doing well here. We've gone to France and we've made it absolutely our own stadium right now. We are playing to the best of our capabilities and we are 2-0 up in the knockout stages of the Europa League. Things you'll love to see, boys. El Shaarawy. He's got Ozzy Kakai trying to stand up against him here. Now Fisher going to make his way back as well. But you can see they're doing the usual AI thing of kind of keeping it out wide. But they have now played it inside. Lovely bit of play. Carter Vickers just about stepping in where needed. Credit to him. Did get it away eventually. But my God, that was a little bit of a stressful moment. I won't lie. But the main thing is we got it away. Ball here with Ilias. Ilias Chair now. Going to bring this ball forward. Going to turn. Lovely turn. Going to whip it into the box, although we don't have much height. But he has managed to keep it. Not quite what we planned. But he's going to whip this nice and low into the box. Chalobah was sort of there, but it didn't quite make it to him. They're working the ball forward here just before half-time. Good block there from Chalobah. And again, steps in really well. Helps us get away with it. I tried to play that pass initially to Bright, but it went to Fisher because I don't think I put enough power in for it to register to go to Bright. But they kept this alive. But well done. Ozzy Kakai wins that. Helps us bring it away. It is going to be half-time there. Fantastic first half display. Limited them to no shots, which is great news for us. And in general, relatively solid defending. Carter Vickers has stepped up very, very well. Ozzy has had another good game himself. Both the fullbacks been a little bit edgy. Losing out in a couple of wide positions, not necessarily keeping the ball as well as I would have liked them to have done. But it's not the end of the world. We are going to sum off Bright here and bring on Harvey Elliott, just so Bright is nice, ready and fit for our next game is basically what I'm hoping will happen, so that he can play in the league game along with Ellis Todd on the wings and have our best wingers for that next game. But otherwise, I don't think I'll change too much. Obviously, Lamb will come on at some point, but unless we need to make any other particular subs, I'll probably take off Chalobah for Batach at some point. Just get him a little bit of game time. He's not overly happy and obviously isn't overly match sharp. But it's just nice to try and rotate some of these guys in sometimes. But second half, hopefully, more of the same. So we have given away a free kick nearish the edge of the box, but quite out wide here for about 58 minutes in. And Faisal Batach, who is definitely not 6'1" EA, please double check your stats because he is not 6'1", is coming on for the last sort of half an hour. As long as we don't concede here, I'm confident that we can see this one out. So realistically, it's just a matter of, you know, being patient on the ball, being careful not to concede or drop a silly goal, because we go into this 2 goals into the lead for the second game, and I'm very confident that'll be fantastic stuff for us. It's a good ball over the top there. Marseille's going to play it back first time here. Going to get it into Lanzini. And Lanzini's going to try and take it past Fisher, but he can't. Well done, Dino, mate. Good step in. And maybe a chance to try and bring this ball away now. Faisal Batach going to just bring this ball forward. We see the run from Ilyas. Lovely run there. Ilyas Chair pulls it onto his right, plays the finesse, finesses it into that top bins. Faisal Batach gets himself an assist, and Ilyas Chair gets himself a brace. Lovely stuff. Take a boo, son. Love that. 3-0. Hopefully, we'll see ourselves through into the next round, because 3 goals, a 3-goal lead going into the second leg is actually fantastic news for us. It really is helpful. Very happy indeed. Come on, boys. Oh, that's a good ball there, Marseille. Thankfully, he's offside because he'd got him behind us there. That was obviously going to be a tricky one for us to deal with, but he was well and truly offside. Yeah, he was quite offside, which is fine by me. Well done, Lamb, for running that line. Oh, not Lamb, sorry, Hammerlinen. But Lamb is now on the pitch, is what I meant. So there we go. Final change, not too long left. If we could get a 4th, I'd be fairly confident that the second leg will be pretty much just as absolutely fine. I don't see us bottling a 4-goal lead. I'm already pretty confident in a 3-goal lead, I won't lie to you. So it potentially means that the second leg will be simmed. Because unless I feel like we need to jump in, I'm confident with a 3-goal lead, I won't lie. Just got extra time now, 2 minutes added on, and we've just got to be careful to make sure that we don't concede in these last couple of minutes as Marseille try and make one last attack, where Harrison wins that ball. Very good stuff from him, and that there is full time. 3-0. I'm absolutely chuffed, I have to say. I think that's a fantastic result for us. We get 3 very, very, very important goals, and it gives us a 3-goal lead going into that second leg, which is huge. That could be, honestly, like deciding as to whether we go through. That is a fantastic first leg. They had 0 shots. We had 3. Yes. Well, I can confirm that Spurs and United both won their games that they had in hand, which means that we are still we are now 4 points behind them. We still would have been 1 point behind them, but we are now 4 points, which is not great. I also want to let you guys know that I do plan on actually working on a specific player to potentially train them for a new position. And that will basically to give them a bit of rotation and a bit of option in a couple of positions as and when if we go to slightly different formations. And I'm going to train Jack Harrison to become a striker. Just so we have firstly a left-footed option up front, which would be fantastic for us. But it's 127 weeks, which is going to take a while. But his shooting obviously does need to be improved. So that is 100% something that we are going to work on. But yeah, going to train him to be a striker, which will be hopefully a good rotation up for us to start either at left mid or start him as striker. Obviously, he'll get quicker and quicker as well. And having someone that quick would be pretty darn sick to have in the squad. Okay, so I have gone with what is pretty much one of our stronger lineups here for our game against Leicester. I want you guys to know that Chelsea have already played their game and they did win, so they are 3 points ahead of us before kickoff. So it's important that we pick up 3 points today. Also want to let you know, Bright Sysam is currently playing at a 90 rating. How I've not been playing him consistently is my own stupid fault. I've only got myself to blame for the fact that we've had somebody who's currently playing at a 90 rating and I haven't played him more often. But I guess I had my reasons for bringing him off in the last game. But regardless, this is an important game. 3 points today is so crucial. Otherwise, we start falling behind not just the top 4, but the top 5. Back at the Kyan Prince Foundation Stadium, I think for the first time today, I think we were away for our first 2 legs. I'm fairly sure we were at Vicarage Road for the game against Watford. But hopefully this is a game that we pick up 3 very important points. We need to keep our heads today, and we need to make sure we carry on the form that we just picked up from the game against Marseille. I know a lot of rotation from those 2 squads, but we've just got to make sure that we're just with it today. We're switched on and we're ready to go. 3 points what we need. Leicester, blimmin', bring it on, boys. It's a good start here for Leicester. They have started very, very well. Very, very brightly. Good initial save there from Ramsdale, and it needed to be as their man was through on goal there. Just got to be careful not to let them through again. Lovely stuff, and we do bring this away. And maybe a chance here, actually, for Ellis Todd to stretch those legs a little bit and break away here down this right-hand side. Can he just cut inside? Mendy trying to keep up with him. Going to dink that ball into the air. Oh, Linden just above his head, and it doesn't quite go in. Honestly, I think if Linden just got a touch on that, I think that's 1-0. And this has been end-to-end. You can see, obviously, Leicester attacking again. So, mate, this is going to be a game, hopefully, with a lot of highlights. But hopefully a lot of them will be our highlights. Okay, Leicester have got themselves a corner right now. They're going to play it short here to Mendy. Todd is the man here to try and see this one out. Tielemans going to get it back. Plays it to Mendy. He's going to take it past Fisher. Come on, boys. Be careful. Don't commit a foul. Thank you. We do bring it away. And yet again, Ellis Todd. Look at this space Ellis Todd is being given on this right-hand side, because Mendy and Alonso are nowhere near him when he's got this ball bringing it forward. Going to play it into Linden. That's a good tackle, and I think that's going to be a goal kick, because I think Linden was the man to kick it off. It was. That's a real shame. Ball here with Linden. Going to play it into Bright. Bright aside Samuel, as we know, our highest-rated player right now. 1 touch too many, or maybe just a slightly heavy touch that we didn't need. And sadly, we still at 0-0. Look at that run here from Pepe Arce. Pepe Arce now is clean through. Lyndon Dykes is there. We are going to sweat it. Lyndon Dykes trying to get that golden boot, and Pepe Arce knows it. And that is 1-0 to QPR. We've managed to get that lead, and Pepe Arce gets another assist for Lyndon Dykes, who gets another goal. Absolutely fantastic. Again, that counter was brilliant. Lovely pass. I think it was Chalobah that played it into Pepe Arce there, and that there is very, very important. To go 1-0 up in what has been a very cagey, very end-to-end game, and Lyndon Dykes with 25 goals so far this season. You blooming love to see it, boys. You absolutely do love to see it. Well, there we go. That is half time. We go in at the break 1-0 up thanks to a goal from Lyndon Dykes, and a nice bit of unselfishness from our very own Pepe Arce, the young Mexican man, who again this season is really starting to come into his own, which is very, very good to see. But we're just going to crack on. I don't think we need to make changes. We are just going to keep the team as it is. The pace of Bright and Ellis Todd is proving time and time again to be very useful for us, and hopefully that continues in the second half. Come on, boys. Amos here, going to play this into Bright. Asaya Samuel, and Bright is going to burst through. We've got Amos and we have Dykes both bursting into the box. Not the best cross there from Bright aside Samuel. We needed a slightly better end product from Bright, and he's going to knock it off. And it is going to be a throw on to Leicester. But we just need to... I can't even really put like a word to it. I guess it's more clinical. We need to make more of the chances and the counters we're starting, because we're not getting enough shots away from these counters. We need to actually create the chances, not just good runs through. Oh, this is not a good thing for us here. I kind of was not really switched off. I was paying attention to the game, but I was switched off with the fact that I needed to commentate. Oh, I was concentrating, and it still managed to find its way in. Tielemans makes it 1-1. Not the goal that we needed to see. Poor defence here. You can see in this build-up here, that pass, we shouldn't have let that happen. And then obviously I was using Webster because it's auto-changed me to him, and I was running down to try and use Fisher to bring it down, but instead I ran Webster out the way. So... oh, mate, 1-1, not what we needed. I have just made some changes, one of which actually could be quite helpful. Harrison coming on for Pepe Arce. Harrison at left mid, and Bright is going to Cam. And Lamb has come on at left back for Hammerleinen. So we'll have to wait and see if those changes, especially obviously moving Bright central and bringing on Harrison out wide, can potentially be a bit more impactful for us. And maybe now get us back into the lead. That wasn't necessarily why I made the change, but... now it could end up being that that's something we need to try and focus on. Ball inside here. Got to be careful. Good tackle there from Webster. Oh, he doesn't quite win the follow-up, but the ball's not quite cleared yet. Traore going to try and run this central. Albie Lamb trying to get there, but he can't. Good tackle again there from Webster. And now the fresh legs of Harrison. His turn now to run down this wing and hopefully try and set somebody away. Oh, you can see the pace of Bright, but I just can't get the ball to him because there's people in the way. Harrison pulls it back to Linden. Lyndon Dykes with the strike, but it is blocked by the defender. 5 minutes to go, and we need to try and create something here. We are going to play this short to Bright Samuel. Bright now going to try and run this into the box. Kessie going to try and get that ball off of him, but he's not going to be able to do so. Bright, heavy touch again, runs into the man, and it's cleared. Come on, boys. Ball with the Lyndon Dykes. Just going to keep running here. Just going to arch that run. Going to try and get it into the box now. Lyndon is going to keep running. Plays it across, gets it to Bright, and that's a penalty. That is definitely a penalty. That is a foul there from, I think that's Rojo. I believe that's Marcus Rojo. I might be wrong, but that is going to be a penalty for us now. I do not like penalties against the AI. I don't like them at all. They know where you're going. Don't try and tell me they don't. They know exactly where you're going. It's the AI. They know what's going on. We're going to aim for this bottom right-hand corner. This is the target. Come on, Lyndon. I hate penalties against the AI. I actually hate it. The AI know where you're going. There's no point taking penalties against them. It is ridiculous. But we're going to whip this one in instead. This second corner. Lyndon, up you get, mate. It drops down to Harrison. He's got to react quickly here. Plays it to the edge of the box. Plays it to Bright. He loses out. Oh, man. I think that is probably going to be our last chances of really getting anything from this. I don't see us getting anything unless we manage to get this ball in this very tight position up here, which we do. Hold on a second. Ellis Todd to Lyndon Dykes. Lyndon, there it is, boys. Last minute, 94th minute, and we bag ourselves the winning goal. Lyndon Dykes gets his second goal of the game, and that is a goal that we needed. That is a very important goal. 1 point would not have been good enough from this game. 3 points is what we needed, and 3 points is what we've just got. Well done to Fisher. Well done to Ellis for that great run and the great pass across. Simon getting nowhere near that as Lyndon smashes it home on that left foot of his. 26 goals in the season, and that could prove to be a very, very important one. Well done, boys. We fought to the end. It's why you fight to the last minute. Although I said I don't think we're going to get anything from this unless we win this ball here, and we did. High pressure, won that ball in the final third, and we bagged a very important goal. Well done, boys. We made it tough for ourselves, but that's 3 points. Oh, that was a very, very, very tough game. I want to see here that Webster has completed his thing as a stopper, so he's done all the training he can for that. There's nothing else I think particularly that he can train now, so we're just going to whack him on balanced and just see that he keeps doing his thing, keeps playing the way he's been playing, which is fantastic. And yeah, Webster has been a huge signing for us. I'm very, very happy with the Webster, the way he's playing. Very happy indeed. But we're going to crack on. A very tricky game against Marseille, but we've given ourselves a great foothold in obviously like going through to the next round. We are going to sim this though. I'll get the team ready and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so we have got the team ready and rotated. Just want to very quickly actually, Ozzy Kakai is our captain, Schmeichel. So as much as you're a top lad, Ozzy's the captain. Don't act like that's anything other than that. So Schmeichel in net, Hammerline and Carter Vickers, Kakai and Ludwig in the defence, Amos and Chalobah at CDMs, Bright on the left, Elliot on the right, Ilias and then Obafemi, the dynamic duo in our Europa League pursuit, I guess is what you would call it. But we'll be watching the sim here. I will step in if I feel like we need to. If, for example, it goes to within a goal on the aggregate, then we will step in. Otherwise, I have faith in the boys that they can power through and just push us through in this, what again was lined up to be a very tricky round of 32 for us. But our first leg proved to be very, very good away from home over in Marseille. We did a very good job and obviously got out of that one with a 3-goal lead with that clean sheet as well. But hold on a second here. This is a good little start. We're going to play it out wide. Going to play it backwards now. Lovely bit of play here. Can we maybe make the most of this first bit of possession? We can't. We do lose out, sadly, in the middle of the park. But the defence have got a lot to do now. Fisher been a little bit exposed there. He's got to get back. Got to do a good job of defending that. Doesn't quite defend it initially, but he's got some support there from Ozzy. Good block. Good bit of play from Carter Vickers. And now here, a good chance to counter. Harvey Elliott, I believe, is number 18. Harvey Elliott. Good strike, but it hits it at Mandanda. And it is going to be a corner, which is wasted and potentially does go out for another corner. Going to get this one in there. Bright. A poor corner again. 3 in a row. Can we get that triple? Can we make it third time lucky? No, we cannot. Harvey Elliott, though, bringing it forward again to Chalobah. He's going to lose it. Oh, but he's going to win it there for Ilias. Ilias plays it inside to Obafemi. It's a good tackle. I have to say, if we can, through this simulation, have a decent performance, play an okay game, I will not be upset. A clean sheet here would be fantastic. It would help Schmeichel as well, because obviously Schmeichel doesn't play that often. I might end up playing him maybe for the odd league game, just to keep that match sharpness up a little bit so he doesn't drop in rating and get those minuses, because he's currently playing at an 82 -1, so it'll be nice to keep him on at least a flat 0. After this game he might potentially go to a +1, but obviously he then won't play for like 2 or 3, so it'll be nice to maybe rotate that a little bit against maybe a slightly smaller side, because I know we've got some big games coming up for the next episode against Arsenal, I believe Man City as well, so Ramsdale will start those two, that's for sure. Lovely bit of play. Couldn't quite get that from Obafemi to Ilias, the dynamic duo in our Europa League endeavours. But you can see the ratings are looking okay there for our midfield. All four of those midfield players on a 7+. Jesus, Carter Vickers having some work to do there off the line. Does just about deal with it. We're going to bring that away. It's going to be half-time if we can get this one out. Okay, it does end up in the back of the net, but thankfully it ended up in the back of the net after the half-time whistle went, which is good news for us. We're going to bring on Lamb. As per, Lamb has got to get some game time. I need him on that pitch at least for a little bit during most games. Bright will probably make his way off for Harrison, maybe like 60 minutes in, so I'll pause it around the 50th, 55th minute and just make that change. And potentially make another substitution as well, depending on the situation. Might bring on maybe Agu over Amos, just because actually, you know what, actually I'm going to schedule that now, because again, Amos I would like to have fit for the next game if possible. So obviously we're now attacking right to left. Look at that. Oh, Obafemi was open. If Ilias had played that sooner, Obafemi was open and would have just been clean through for a very, very simple through, one-on-one against Mandanda, and I'd have backed him to score. I really would have done. Would have backed him to score 100%. But we've got to be careful here on this counter. Got to stop it. No one there. Easy goal there for Luis Enrique, who apparently hasn't got a game face, which surprises me. But that's if that's the Luis Enrique I'm thinking of. But Agu has now made it on. So some fresh legs at left back and at CDM. Hopefully 2 defensive changes that will see us through this game. Harrison will probably still be the 3rd substitution. We'll just wait for this attack to boil up here. Nice bit of play. There we go. Obafemi getting himself that goal. I didn't see who the assist was from, but a lovely bit of play there from the boys to get that very, very quick reply. That really was quite nice. Will it tell me here on stats? It doesn't tell me there. That's a real shame. But very, very good stuff there. Really happy with that. Very happy that the boys did manage to make a nice, speedy response. It would be nice to not lose this game. It would be nice to at least come away with what would have been a draw or a win if it was a standalone game. Obviously, across the 2 legs, still that 3-goal lead. So I'm still very confident with about 15 to 20 minutes on the clock that we can see this one through. Obviously, I don't think we're going to concede 3. Nice bit of play there. Good save. Harrison getting himself involved nice and early, which is great to see. Good cross in there, but a good headed clearance. But yeah, it'll be nice to not lose it, basically. It'll be, again, these guys will be in good form. The game will recognise it as not a loss, which will be fantastic. So that'll be good news for us. But I have to say, we've started very, very well here. We're looking to really pile on the pressure. Nice bit of intensity. Nice bit of high pressure, even though I haven't really set us to high pressure, but we do seem to close them down relatively quickly as soon as they get to that final third, which is pretty good news for us there. That was a good effort. That was a very good effort, but thankfully Lanzini did power that one over the bar. Lanzini, by the way, a very good signing from Marseille. I think he'll probably be like 82, 83 rated now with form, so it's a very good signing indeed. But with not long left now, 3-goal lead on across the 2 legs. Obviously a draw as it stands and a draw as it finishes. 1-1, very happy indeed. Sadly, it doesn't tell me who got the assist, which is a real shame. But I have to say, really happy with that. 1-1 draw against Marseille with our rotated side. The fact we can draw against Marseille, I think that speaks levels as to where we've come so far in this career mode. I'm chuffed. Okay, so obviously we did manage to get ourselves that win there, and we're going to have a look and see who our next game in the Europa League is up against. So we'll start the next episode with the game against Burnley. Then we have City, definitely what I meant. And then we have Valencia home and then away and then home. That's a tough game. We did have Arsenal here, but that's been rescheduled probably to next month. Yeah, it's been rescheduled to next month as we have made it through here in the Europa League. But Valencia in the round of 16 is a tough old game. That is not an easy one at all. So those will be the 4 games we play next episode. Obviously, Burnley Man City, and we'll probably try and get both these games done if we can. Obviously, if we start with a good away leg, we'll be able to sim the home leg and sort of have a similar episode to today's. But that is going to be where we end today's episode. I want to say a massive thank you to you guys. You guys have been incredible. Support across this and across the Twitch has been insane, so thank you so much. If you're enjoying this series, then please do leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, the channel, the series, everything, so thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, then please hit that sub button, turn notifications on, because anytime that we upload a video, and make sure you check out the Twitch if you want to catch our live streams Monday through to Saturday. Hursty Games YT over there. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash those hands.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know.